Welcome back, friends, to your 20-minute happy back flow. Whether you're experiencing stiffness, soreness, and tightness in your back, or have encountered a back injury, this flow is designed to relieve your back by using tender movements to care for your back in a compassionate way. It is excellent for all levels and anyone with general back discomfort. I'm sure you are eager to start, so let's begin. Start in a comfortable cross-legged position, sitting on a bolster or several folded blankets. Your hands are on your knees, taking a few deep breaths to ground yourself in the here and the now. Feel these breaths fill the belly and the space around your kidneys in the low back. And continue this way up the spine. Imagine making space along the whole spine as you breathe. Creating an environment as conducive towards lengthening the spine. Finding a deep inhale in through the nose and a deep exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. And now with your hands on your knees, start to make circles in the spine to the left. So reaching the ribs forward and over to the left and back and over to the right. Just enjoy this movement. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I just like to experiment with what my body's asking for. And then go in the other direction. Again, these nice circles in the spine and in the ribs. And then from here, use your hands to bring your knees together, planting the feet on the ground and hugging the knees with the arms, letting your forehead rest on the knees, taking a little round and curve in the back. Sliding the hands to the hamstrings, roll down onto your back, one vertebra at a time. Hugging the left knee into the chest and bringing it across for figure 4. Maybe just pressing the left knee open with the left hand, or taking it deeper, interlacing the fingers around the right hamstring or shin. Feeling the floor assist you in lengthening the spine. Keep the whole spine on the earth. This pose is very good for sciatica or low back pain. With the next exhale, place the right foot on the ground, hugging the left knee back into the chest, placing a strap over the left foot or interlacing your fingers once again around the hamstring. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, extend the left leg to the sky. You may do this 2 more times or right away extend the right leg to the earth. We'll all end up with the right leg to the earth. Take this practice as you want to. It can be a very gentle practice or a little more intensity. Remembering the goal here is not to be the most flexible person, but simply to create some space around the spine. So you're doing just fine as you are. On the next exhale, bend the left knee into the chest, removing the strap, and give it a squeeze, maybe bringing the knee over to the left a little bit, and now planting the foot on the earth. Hugging the right knee into the chest, inhaling, exhaling, bringing the right foot to figure 4, pressing the right knee open here or interlacing your fingers around the hamstring or the shin. And breathing into that spaciousness around the spine. Keeping the whole spine connected to the earth. On your next exhale, bring the left foot to the ground and the right knee into the chest. Wrapping the strap around the right foot or interlacing the fingers around the leg. Exhale, extend the right leg to the sky. Try this 2 more times, or simply straighten the left leg to the earth here. Finding your hamstring stretch. So good for releasing the low back. Next exhale, bring the right knee into the chest and remove the strap. Bring both knees into the chest and find a block or a rolled blanket to place between your knees. We're moving into the core. It's time to wake it up. So bring the knees in line with the hips and flex the feet so the shins are parallel to the earth. Interlace your fingers around your head or the back of your head. And we're really going to lift from the core, not from the neck. Taking a deep inhale, squeeze that prop and lift the chest off the ground and maybe the tailbone straight up. Exhale, exhaling, curling. Inhale, come down. And again, exhale, curl straight up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, curl straight up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, curl straight up. Inhale, come down. And exhale, curl straight up. Hold it for just a moment. And now inhale, come down. Remove the props and place your feet on the earth with your hands by your hips. And start to just rock through your pelvis. So curling and arching in the pelvis without it coming off the ground. And now we'll add to that action. So as you inhale, send the arms up and back, coming into a gentle bridge. As you exhale, bring the hands down and bring the knees into a tuck. Try this again. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And one more time. Inhale, bridge. Exhale, tuck. Good. From here, start to hugging your knees in or feet on the ground or hands on the ground. Rock back and forth so that you're massaging the spine until you rock up to seated. Finding your way to all fours and tucking the toes under. Inhale, arch through the spine. Exhale, round through the spine, untucking the toes. Adding on, inhale, arch the spine, toes tucked under. Bring the left knee into the chest as you round. Extend the left leg parallel to the earth, coming to one leg downward facing dog. Point those toes down, engaging the core. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Bringing the left knee into the chest and now stepping this forward into a lunge with the right knee to the ground and just tenting the fingertips here, bending the knee quite a bit, getting into the hip flexors and breathing into the low back so we're not compressing. Adding on, interlace the fingers at the low back, lifting the heart. Stretch the upper heart open. Exhale, bring the forehead to the earth. Inside the left foot, or it can hang a little bit above the earth or even rest on a block. You may use a strap instead of interlacing the fingers here. The arms reach up to the sky. And now release the arms out in front of you into runner's stretch. Like you're trying to reach for something, or even bringing the forearms to the earth. Long deep breath, puffing up the kidneys. Now walking the hands back, just rock this back, child's pose. Extend the arms in front of you and feel the hips drop towards the heels. One of the best poses for the low back, child's pose. Looking up here, bring the elbows to the earth and step your feet back into a turbo plank. Take a pause here, really engaging the core. Reach through the heels. Just one more breath. Really feel that core supporting the spine. And now bring the hips to the earth and untuck the toes, Sphinx pose. Feel your shoulder blades move down the back. Just opening the upper heart. Not too much compression in the low back. With your next exhale, tuck your chin in and just feel the belly leave the earth, rounding a bit in the low back. Inhale, come back to your Sphinx pose, letting the belly drop to the earth. Exhaling, tucking the chin in and letting the belly leave. Now you can keep doing 3 more of these, or join me in a little more core. Inhale, Sphinx pose. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, lift the hips and the knees off the ground, legs straight, resting on the tops of the feet. Again, inhale, coming to Sphinx. Exhale, rounding, finding the core. Hips and knees off the ground. Inhale, come back to Sphinx. Exhale, rounding. Well done. Inhale, come back to Sphinx. Flare the elbows wide and let the forehead rest. Plant your hands under your shoulders, pressing up to all fours. Inhale, arch through the spine with the toes tucked under. Exhaling, bring the right knee to the forehead. Inhaling, extend the right leg back, coming to one leg, downward facing dog. Those right toes point down, staying here and activating the core. Really keep those hips square. Exhaling, bringing the right knee into the chest and down dog. Stepping the right foot forward into a lunge, left knee on the ground, and just tenting the fingertips here, getting a little space in the low back as you bend the front knee for that nice psoas opener. Adding on, extend the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers, lift the chest and reach the hands back, opening the pecs and the upper back, the chest, and now dive the forehead to the earth inside that left foot. So you're finding a little round in the spine. And again, you may use a strap instead of interlacing, reaching the hands to the sky. So we're really working with opening the spine, the muscles around the spine, but also breathing into space, imagining the vertebra separating and avoiding compression here. Exhaling, release the hands, walking them out in front of you into runner's stretch or coming to the forearms. And just breathing here, just a continuation of the shape we've been in. Maybe you're bending the front knee a little more. And now bring the hands back and rock back to all fours, tucking the toes under, come to a bent knee, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, Step the left foot forward, coming up to Warrior Two, and straightening the leg, coming into triangle pose, letting that left hand rest on a block or a book. Triangle pose is wonderful for sciatica or scoliosis. So really finding some length in both sides of the rib cage and stacking shoulder on top of shoulder. Breathing into the back side, really filling the kidneys up with breath. And now exhaling and bending the front knee, cartwheeling the arms down. Bring the right knee all the way into the chest, standing at the top of the mat, and slowly bring that right foot down parallel to the left. Hip distance apart, soften the knees and come into a ragdoll, just tracing figure eights on the earth with your fingers, letting the head really hang. So good for the spine. Really bending the knees and inhaling, rolling up one vertebra at a time until you come all the way up to standing. Lastly, lift the chin to the sky and then roll the chin down, coming back down. So one vertebra at a time all the way down, turning the toes out slightly when you get to the bottom. Bend the knees, extend the arms out in front of you with the fingers interlaced, palms face out, coming into a squat. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, bend the knees, come back into your squat. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, bend the knees again, come back into your squat. Maybe the hands come to prayer here. Maybe you try crow pose. Crow pose is wonderful for the back. And then join us in the squat. Turning the toes in, begin to straighten the legs, bringing the left knee into the chest. And step this back, Warrior Two. Straighten the right leg and find your way to Trikonasana, triangle pose, using props or no props. Pressing down through the feet and breathing into the length of your spine. Bending the front knee, cartwheel the arms down and step this back down dog. Come to all fours, sliding your bolster or a stack of folded blankets under the belly, and bring your hip points to the back edge of the bolster. Letting the hands rest either out in front of you a little bit or on the bolster itself. Come to a supported upward facing dog. Arms straight. Reach through the heels. You may turn this into a bow pose if you're ready for a deeper back bend, or stay as you are. If your back is tender like mine, just stay in this up dog. Exhaling, release and lie over the bolster. Extend the arms in front of you. You should feel your tailbone getting pulled off one edge and your chest the other. Traction in the spine. Breathe into the backside, really feeling the space in the spine. It feels so good. I know, just one more breath. It's amazing. This is really a wonderful thing to do for your back if you're experiencing some low back pain. Inhaling, coming back up to all fours, and go ahead and slide that bolster out of the way. Coming to child's pose. Just for one breath, bring the hands back by the feet with the knees together, stretching the back, palms face up here. Rolling up through the spine, sit to one side of your feet and come to lie down on your back. Hugging the knees into the chest, come to laughing baby. Rock side to side. Really plug that tailbone into the earth so you're stretching the low back. And now bring the knees together and let the knees fall to the left for spinal twist. If you want a deeper twist, come to twisted root, wrapping the right leg on top of the left leg. Breathe into the back. Take this twist as gently as you like. And now bring the knees back into the chest and over to the other side. Again, just knees parallel or wrapping the left leg on top of the right. And now bringing the knees back into the chest. You may release this into a Shavasana, bolster under the knees, and stay here as long as you like, just breathing into the back, slowing your breath down, and really enjoying some traction. Or if you're ready to finish the practice, come up to a comfortable seat with me, hands in prayer. I'm wishing you a lovely day. I am honored to share this practice with you and have you as a member of my community. I send you my heartfelt blessings from beyond the mat. Namaste. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to stay informed of new content. Let me know what practice you would like next in the comments below.